Tell you about Jen's concert. All right, I'll tell you about Jen's concert. So Jen's concert was how do I say this? Because last time, okay, so when I listened to Happy, I said that it was better than I expected, and then some crazy people got upset because I said it was better than I expected and that I enjoyed it. So it's just people say weird stuff like that. So I don't know. So all I'm gonna say is the first 50 from each. I don't know. I don't remember saying none of that. Y'all lying to me right now. So stop talking to me about that. You guys throwing me off, man. I don't know what's happening right now. Let me see. Hold on. Let me change this. This changes by itself if I just click this. Oh, that's cool. It just updates on its own. Ah, okay. So, anyways, Jen's concert. Okay, so there's something that happens with artists, right? I enjoyed Jen's concert. It's really, really fun time. We laughed a lot. It felt like a mixture of a variety show and a concert, which was really dope. That's my kind of vibe, honestly. Like I really had a like. I think because of all the work I had just done, I wasn't really in like the mood for like or in the space for like a all out like explosions and just like the super theatrics. So it was perfect for me. The show was perfect for me. Um, what I will say is like something that happens is you find an artist at a juncture in their career when they're new, right? Does, did anybody in here who loves BTS get to see them early live? Like I'm talking like 2014, 2013, 2015. Did any of you guys get to see them live back then? Because I saw them live way back. Yeah, we multi-streaming. We on Twitch too. BB BB give Denise one too. Denise 0329. She's number one on the YouTube chat right now. So give her a month too. That's from me to you, Denise. I feel that, Jen. Okay, so one of the so one thing about seeing a group or an artist early and then watching them become huge stars is nothing like it. It's so incredible. It's so incredible. It's really cool to see that happen. Now, like I wasn't like a all out, BTS fan in 2014, 2015 when I saw them live, but I definitely felt like they were special. I felt like they were dope. I felt like they had a lot of the makings to be stars, but I didn't know that somebody in, from Korea and K-pop would be able to hit the heights that they hit. But there are a couple artists that I've seen early that went on to become really huge stars. Um, Two people that come to mind are Ti and Kendrick Lamar. Right, those are two artists that I saw early. The first time I ever went to Atlanta, I went to this place and Ti was performing. It's like a little hole in the wall kind of place, right? And this is all gonna tie back into Jen in a moment, but it was like a little hole in the wall. You know, he's wearing glasses, he's performing, he's doing his thing. It's like a little hole in the wall spot. He was super dope. His energy was dope. His cadence, his flow, it's just everything about him. It was like magnetizing. It's like, oh, this guy is probably going to be a star. You know, like he had all the makings, and then he became, you know, really big. And I went to some of his shows to see he became a big artist. But somebody that I really, really watched early, like I saw Kendrick Lamar perform in a Best Buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, like in a Best Buy, literally like a Best Buy on the album release day. And so to watch him perform early in like Best Buys and all these different little places, and I've seen him at an old festival called Paid Dues. I actually went with them to that festival, and that was a vibe. And just all these different places, I watched him do all these different shows. Like I've seen him from the very, very, very beginning stages, and now he's doing SoFi. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing the stadium in his hometown. Like hip hop doesn't really get stadiums. I don't know if you guys realize that. Like, and it's not always due to like, can you sell that much? Like Drake at his height before, you know, this whole situation, he would have been able to sell enough tickets for a stadium, but is his show a stadium show? To me, I don't think his show is a stadium show. I think to have a stadium show, especially like in this day and age, you have to be able to be like very entertaining start to finish. I think he has the songs to do it, but is he, you know, whatever the case may be. So to see Kendrick go from performing in a Best Buy to performing at SoFi is amazing. But what I will say is this, and this is kind of like how it all ties back, is that you saw that clip of him in Best Buy. I was there. I was there at the Best Buy. I was there with them at that Best Buy. But being like the way it all ties back is that when Kendrick just did GNX with SZA, I was on the fence about going for two reasons. For one, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was one of the best concert experiences I've ever had. It felt like I was watching a hip hop play, a hip hop theatrical play out in real time. From the storytelling to the messaging, everything about it was absolutely perfect. I felt like that album was slept on until now, till he like, you know, came out and dethroned Drake and everybody loves him now. But that was the perfect concert for me. It was my speed. He did some of the classics. He did the new stuff. It was just like the perfect hip hop concert for me. That was at Staples Center, which is our basketball arena here, crypto arena. Now, that is pretty much like as big of a place that I kind of would want to see a concert at, if that makes sense. I really enjoyed BTS at Allegiant. It's amazing to see that place just light up with all the army bombs. It was amazing to see SoFi light up like that. And they have like fire. When they perform fire at SoFi, I felt like it was an earthquake. Like that shit felt like a soccer game, like a football game. Like it just like the energy was just like crazy. And then hearing everybody just yell fake love, like the fan chant of fake love. Like I remember the first time I heard it, it made me jump because I was like, oh, like what was that? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. So to see all that was like incredible. So just bear with me. It's all gonna make sense in a minute. I promise. It's gonna make sense. This is just how this is how I have to lay out my thoughts, right? So Kendrick was doing SoFi. I had to make a decision. There's two problems with it. For one, Kendrick has gotten so big that the type of people who are going to be there isn't necessarily the type of people that I want to go see Kendrick with. And when I say type of people, I just mean brand new fans, fair weather fans, fans of just not like us. Like these people are here for like not like us. Like, and I mean this with all respect, all due respect. I promise I'm not picking on nobody. But if I had to go see a BTS concert and I knew it was only going to be people there who only knew Permission to Dance, I would rather chew denim. And that's, I promise, I'm not picking on you guys. I love you. If you came at any juncture, you are welcome. I promise you are welcome. It's not about that. This is my own personal reasons, right? Has a lot to do with taste. It has a lot to do with how people are going to enjoy it, because I want to go see BTS. If I had my choice, I want to see BTS, and I want to see like if they decided to do "Let Me Know." I want to hear the crowd scream when they hear the first note of "Let Me Know" come on, or if they're gonna do like I don't know, "Autumn Leaves" or like just one day. Like that first, I want to hear that first note come on. I want to hear everybody go crazy. I don't want to be in a stadium full of people that are like, what is this? Why are they rapping? Like, I don't want to watch a concert with those people. I love you. I promise. I'm not picking on you. This is my preferential people that I want to go see a concert, that I want to go see a concert with. So when it came down to GNX, right, I'm like, okay, I got to buy not one ticket, but two tickets. And like, this is a situation where Kendrick has gotten so big. Like, I can't even call like Manny and like my guys over at Interscope. Like, I don't even want to call and bug people and be like, hey, can you hook me up with two tickets, or call Punch or any of these people, because it just feels like it's like, nah, bro, just buy a ticket. Like, they gonna be like, you got it, buy a ticket, or whatever the case may be. And it just also feels like I know how many people are calling you about tickets, because Kendrick has exploded to this whole new level. Everybody loves Not Like Us, and they just want to go see that song so they can film that moment and say A minor and put it on their Instagram. And that's the whole reason that you're there. I don't want to go see a concert with those people, especially at that price point. That's the other part of it. Price point was too high for me to go see it with people who just want to go see one song. And so I opted to not go do that, right? How does this tie back into Jen in Dallas and why I enjoyed it so much? For me, it felt like I was watching an artist that was doing the style of show that you would see a newer artist do, with the breaks, with the talking in between. Because think about if you've ever been to a small venue and you watch somebody start a song and they're like kind of like talking to you and they're like, okay, so this next one I'm doing is like da 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 da, or like even the part where he was like, all right, y'all guess which one, and you guys basically get to pick which outfit I'm gonna wear for the next song, based on how many answers you get right. All of that made the show feel so personable, such a personal connection, that I felt like I was watching it in a really small place, but it wasn't a small place. It felt like a new artist doing the show, but just because Army is so massive, BTS is so big, there's still 20,000 people that are going to be there. You know what I'm saying? But the vibe of it, the energy, it wasn't over the top with the pyrotechnics. It felt very personable. It felt like my homie hit me and was like, yo, I got a show tonight at American Airlines Center. Like, come through, come check it out. I'm going to leave you some tickets. And then I went and watched the show. It didn't feel over the top. It didn't feel huge. And that's what I loved about it so much. It felt like I was watching a newer artist do a newer style set that felt really personable, instead of like watching like this big old grand production where every detail is fine tuned. And I love that too. Like, I wish I would have got to go see Cowboy Carter. I didn't get a chance to go see that. That's the kind of thing that's meant to be in a stadium. Next year when BTS drop, that's the thing that's going to be meant to be in a stadium. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be ready for that. But this felt very intimate and like not the most intimate setting. I was, sitting really close, so that also helped with it. But just the vibe of it just felt very, very, very chill. It felt down to earth. It felt he's funny. He's funny as shit. I didn't know that. I didn't know he spoke English so well. I didn't know that he reads English so well. I don't. If you guys know or don't know, there are like teleprompters in the floor, like towards the front of the stage. This is every artist ever, whether you speak English or not. If you're doing something at like the level of American Airlines Arena, there's teleprompter TVs where you can see the words. And the thing that was impressive too was like, like, I'm not even saying, oh my gosh, it's so impressive that you speak English, but it is his ability to like glance at the screen and know that he got his cues, and then he's talking, and he's reading English perfectly. He sounded great vocally. That was another thing I didn't know, because I haven't seen him like, he gets his moments during the concert when it's a whole group. And but it was also cool to see, like, he was hitting them notes. He was hitting them notes. It is very tiring to talk by yourself for an hour and a half to 2 hours and sing all of the words. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have, I mean, he had a backing track, as he should, because he's singing by himself, but he didn't have breaks. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the moments of, he didn't have songs where he didn't have as much line distribution. You know, it's like he he did his thing. He showed up. He was fun. He no backup dancers. Jin Jin got the rhythm of like a toddler. He's so like floppy on stage, like the way he's like jumping around and dancing. And if y'all clip that and make it seem like I'm saying like the boy can't dance, I'm gonna kick one of y'all. He's just goofy. Like, there was one part where he was like, everybody clap, and he went to clap and he was not clapping on beat. And it was just, but it just made it all fun. Like, I felt like his personality really, really, really cuts through and shines through with him being on stage. It made me more of a fan of him as an individual, because like I've said before, I don't know him. I don't, so to see his personality shine through. And my favorite part, I posted this on Twitter, I know y'all saw this. My favorite part was when he was roasting y'all, because y'all couldn't sing the opening melody on Moon. I was dying laughing because I thought he was gonna just be like, "Oh, you did good. Like, okay, let me try somebody else." He was like, like, nope, next person, next person. And then there was this one girl, she had a sign that said Moon number one singer, and it even said like number one singer. I think that part was actually like in Korean, and he said he read it and he was like, oh, he was like Moon number one singer. And she went to sing it and her voice cracked and he laughed and then he was like, you're a liar. That's the part that I'm gonna make a soundbite for my NPC, aka my emotional support soundboard. He's like, you're a liar. Even there's this little cute little kid dressed up in I think he had on a Spider-Man costume or something. And I thought he was gonna get a little kid a pass. He was like, nope, men are raising men here, so that'd be a good origin story if that kid becomes like a little superstar, because that kid was he went right to the next person. He was like, yeah, and just went to the next person. Like, somebody gonna get this right, and nobody got it right. Unfortunately, I was hoping he went to Steven, so Steven could kill it and make us all proud. But yeah, nobody nailed it, and then he performed that, and then yeah, you know what I'm saying. It was just overall, it was a good show. Yeah, I don't. He said he'd be beefing with 5-year-olds. I didn't know that, but like, he definitely, like, there's no moving up or down on the list for me. I love all the guys, but just like, it made me more of a fan of him as an individual, for sure. Going to go see him live. That tends to happen when you go see a show. But it was really cool to see his personality shine through. I understand. I understand even more now why, like, so many people are like, "Oh, Jin is my boy. Jin is my boy." He's such a goofball, and I mean that with, like, in all due respect, like, in the best way. Like, especially like the way he was roasting y'all and the way he's playing the games. Even the way he came out doing this like little, like a goofy, he was doing like this goofy little walk through, this little step, and he was just like, I'm looking cool, I'm looking cool. He felt like somebody that I would definitely be friends with, just like as far as personality goes. And so, yeah, he was dope, man. I had a good time at the show. I love that there was no sympathy for the fans when they couldn't sing. You guys asked for it. I'm glad that there was no sympathy for the kids, because, if that kid wants to be a singer, that's a hell of an origin story. Be like, yo, Jin roasted me, and that's the day I became a K-pop trainee. And I went on to sell 100 million records. Thank you, Jin. So that was funny. Rope It was dope. You guys know that was one of the joints I was looking forward to. Before I talk about Rope It, what's the one that kind of like has like the next level, like kind of like the Imagine Dragons kind of vibe? That's the one that everything was red. He had like he had fire for that one, I think. Next Level was dope live. Yeah, or Another Level. Yeah, Another Level. Yeah, 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 yeah. That was probably my second favorite. Somebody out there probably got a video of me nodding my head down there when I was watching it because I was kind of rocking to that one a little bit. Another Level was dope. The one that he shot down here by the bridge. I love that one too. Um, did he do Hard on the Window? Can't remember. I can't remember if he did that or not. Maybe that could have been when I went to the bathroom. Uh, also, he didn't do Hard on the Window, huh? I don't remember. I don't remember him doing that one. Also, oh yeah, so Rope It. I don't know if TT's still in here or not, but so I, so TT had to go to the bathroom, and she took my phone, and I told you they took my camera when I came in. So TT took my phone because it had the tickets in there, and so she was worried about not being able to get back to the seat. And then so she was gone for Rope It. So I didn't have any video camera for Rope It. I just had to just sit there and enjoy it, which is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like that was perfect. But yeah, she had my phone, man. So TT, my niece, the one behind the camera when we do our IRL lives, she had my camera phone in American Airlines Center. These assholes, they took my little bitty handheld camera when I came in, which is so annoying. Let me talk about that real quick too while we're at it, because people was getting on my nerves the other day, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Uh, Let me see, where was it at? I gotta go back to my Twitter and see why people were getting on my nerves.